What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the most hated podcast ever. This is My Life's a Movie, the only podcast where we talk shit, have fun, and tell stories. Today we have a really interesting episode, and we don't have any special guests yet, but they are coming, so chill, don't worry. More people will be included, and that could be you, if I know you. Nah, but let's get right into it. So the first thing we are going to be talking about is 6ix9ine. The same 6ix9ine that has snitched on everyone. He has just requested and been declined house arrest. So apparently what happened was 6ix9ine said that his safety was in danger still being in jail, and he asked the judge to be under house arrest for the rest of his 24-month term, which I'm pretty sure is right, but if I'm wrong, don't be mad at me, but I'm pretty sure it's 24 months. His 24-month term of being in jail. And the judge looked at him, and he said, "Are you serious?" No. Because, and there's a quote in here let me see if I can find it. Basically, Judge Paul said that he needed to hammer home, sorry, my tongue had a stroke, the seriousness of his crimes. And basically, 6ix9ine was like, I told you everything about everybody, and they are going to kill me in here. And the judge said no. To be honest, in my opinion, 6ix9ine, this is a terrible idea. I promise you, house arrest is worse, and it will be worse than staying in prison. Here's my reason behind it. If you stay in prison, the prison guards at least are not going to let you get killed. Hopefully. But at least that's what they're looking out for. It's like, you might get beat up, yeah. You might get stabbed, yeah. But like, they're not going to like watch you or watch someone kill you or attempt to without stopping it at some point very close to your death. If you get out, and if the judge would have said yeah, you are literally entering a war zone, because it's not hard to find where people live. Like, they could Google your home address. Like, it's not hard to find you out, to find out where your location is. And on top of that, you're still 6ix9ine. You still snitched on everyone. I promise you, you have more enemies. What the fuck is that? You have more enemies outside of jail than in jail. You snitched on the homies. You snitched on females. You snitched on a mailman. You snitched on everyone. No one is looking out for you out here. And on top of that, it turned out that his security also quit. So you would be spending literally millions to hire someone who is willing to take on that role. Because at that point, you need Secret Service. You need top of the line, like, defense for you, because the amount of people that want you to be released, and the amount of people that want you so they can get you. There's a lot more people in that prison, man. There's a lot more people that are in that prison. So again, I think it's a pretty bad idea that you would even want this, because at the end of the day, the moment that if that judge would have said yes, you're viral. You are one of the most viral. You are one of the most viral artists that have been in the game, at least in the last decade. If you got released, you're on Complex. You're on Forbes. You're on Sports Magazine. Everyone's knowing. Everyone is knowing. So yeah, I thought that was pretty dumb for you to even ask. So stay in prison, bro. Something that I found that is just pretty funny to me, and is going to transition us to our next topic, is a post. So apparently, there was a statue created of Tupac, and I'm going to put the picture up, so don't worry. But there was a statue created, and every Tupac fan is heated as shit. Because this is it. If this statue doesn't look like Dave Chappelle, what the hell is this? Listen, guys, I'm not the biggest Tupac fan. And I'm not going to say I slapped his music and all that, because I'm not the biggest fan. But I know he didn't look like this. This looks... I know niggas who look like this. and this ain't Tupac at all. Like, what? You have this man looking like the type of nigga that asks for discounts, and he's ready to give a sermon and lead a church. Who is this? And my favorite comment in here was this lady said, there must have been a slave named Tupac, because this is not it. This is not him at all. But yeah, that shit was hilarious, and I just wanted to show you guys that. But in other news, let's talk about what else. Hold on, I might think of a transition before I do this. I got it. That Tupac my tongue had a stroke. Hold on, let me try that again. That Tupac statue sucked. Speaking of sucked, this leads to the next story, which is about none other than Orlando Brown, who claims that Nick Cannon, the host of Wildin' Out, gave him that good. That neck. So apparently, a couple of days ago, a video was released of Brown saying it. And I'm going to play the audio for you, because this is honestly one of the funniest videos I've seen in a while. Here it goes.
Oh, don't worry about Nick. Nick, okay, look, fine, okay? You want me to tell everybody? You want me to let everybody know what that? Okay, fine. Nick, I'll let you suck my dick. Okay? Fine, I said. I let Nick suck my dick. And I liked it. It was okay. Fine. Nick, you sucked my dick. But everybody knows you did it as a female. But Nick, you sucked my dick. I don't want to say that. You know? Nick been sucking dick.
Let me. There's too many questions. The first question. You just admitted that you liked it. So regardless if he did or not, which I personally don't think Nick Cannon is the type to do that. But if he did, you just said you liked it. So what does that say about you? Second, I don't know if you guys see the background, but where are you at? Because you're definitely in public, and you saying that you throwing around that second word a lot. The funniest part to me was when he rhymed it. He said Nick been sucking dick. But yeah, regardless of that, Nick Cannon then responded in a very, very professional way, which I'm going to take the time to give you guys a little breakdown of it. It's a really long paragraph, so I'm not going to say the whole thing, but I'm going to give you guys some of the highlights. So, Nick first started off by saying like he thought it was funny. Then he put some thought behind it, and then he honestly felt bad because Orlando has come out before about having mental health issues, and what else was it? It was basically a whole bunch of health issues and mental health issues and problems in his life. And then he said that when we have young people turn into celebrities, it can have some effects not only on them physically, it can have some effects on them mentally, and the whole background of being celebrity. Because I'm not a celebrity yet, but I could imagine it could have that some sort of mental effect on you, in the aspect of like you're always under the camera, people are always watching you, whatever you say can be turned viral like that, and it's not the easiest path to go down. Like, being a celebrity, honestly, I do not believe is easy. Besides whatever talent you have, just knowing that everyone is watching and you have a huge fan base is ridiculous. And doing that, moments like this, where if he wasn't Orlando Brown, like, that video wouldn't have blown up. No one would have cared. Like, they would have been like, okay, whatever, blah blah blah. Like, it's just someone trying to get clout. But since he's already had a solidified background, a solidified amount of celebrity behind him, like, now it blew up. Like, now people are people are laughing about it, but on the other side, people are like, bro, what are you doing? Like, and everyone's reaction to Nick's response was, oh, Nick did the right thing. Nick's very intellectual. Like, he came about it very professionally. I don't know if I would have. Someone said I gave them head. They might have to run my hands. It might have been fades, have to have been ran. Not the fact of being mad or anything, just out of like, why are you talking about me? Like, just why? And the thing about it is that Nick not only said that he felt bad for him and believes we need to help Orlando in his situation, but he also thought he is funny enough to be on Wild 'N Out still. Still. I honestly have so much respect for Nick for taking the approach that he did, because not only did he take it as not as directly as I know a lot of people would have, but he took it as a point of teaching people and letting people know what celebrity can do to somebody, whether if that be mentally or whether if that be clout chasing, whatever the case may be, that this is a teachable moment and that we shouldn't dive into hate and dive into clapbacks and dive into just trying to have beef with everybody, when not everything is grounded and embedded in beef. Not everything is started because someone wants to spread hate. Sometimes it's because they have something wrong, and sometimes we need to take a step up and just realize that and separate what's beef from what's, okay, this is just a legitimate problem that one person has and it has nothing to do with the other person. That's just my take on it. But what else do we have on our agenda to talk about? Oh my gosh. on the next thing, I'm not even gonna have a transition for this. My transitions have been horrible. So I'm just next topic is a video of a fight from the UFC. Now I'm all sure that we've seen the Conor McGregor fight versus Cowboy, and if you haven't seen it, shit, YouTube it. There's probably a clip of it. It's only like 13 seconds. But that fight, in my opinion, has nothing on this one. I'm gonna pull this up for you too. Honestly, I be having nothing prepared. When I say I'm pulling it up, I'm legit pulling it up at the moment. I had ample time to look this up before this podcast started, but I chose not to do that and to pull it up on camera. You know why? Because we have that bond now. So it's like sit down table talk. So I'm gonna actually play the video. I'm gonna play it on screen.
Walk the head back up, Tune.
Oh, high kick! Lights out is good night, Tokyo! Kintaro! Oh my God. Absolutely sleeps! Tune.
This man got his whole head taken off. When I first saw this video, I screamed. So I know that this man's wife, kids, father, mother, whoever in his family, his friends, whoever saw that, they must have been horrified. I'm gonna let you know right now, if my friend got kicked like that, one of three things is either happening. He's dead. He can never fight again. Or we cannot be friends. Like, there's no way in hell that one of those three things are not happening in this situation if that man kicked someone I knew like that. Like, did you hear how loud that was? They're in a room with people, a lot of people, and that sound was that loud. This looked like a Mortal Kombat kick. This looked like he kicked his whole jaw out of order, like this was Looney Tunes, and his whole jaw should have went like in the back of his head, like this. I would have never. And I was thinking about like boxing, doing UFC at some point in my life. After this, never in my life will I do that. And I'm thinking, like, because I'm the curious type, so I just want to know like what is this dude's attributes? Like, what is his stats? Like, is he 100% on strength, speed, agility? Like, is he a created character? Like, how did he do that? So I looked it up. He is 5'6". His record is 12-7. So he's not unbeatable, or he doesn't have no flawless record. He's just a normal person. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't think many people are surviving that kick. Like, I don't know if that's his finishing move, if he got a fatality before the game is over. But yeah, that was a kick. And I would have never. You couldn't pay me enough. Like, I've seen memes before. It's like, how much would it take to get hit by Mike Tyson? People answer that. How much would it take for me to get kicked in the jaw by this dude? You can't pay me enough. You cannot pay me enough. And the reason why I'm not saying his name and this dude, that's why I'm saying this dude, is because you couldn't pay me enough to say his name correctly. Like, if my life was on the line and he said, say his name, like, I couldn't. It'll be a wrap. It would be a wrap. But yeah, that is it for today's episode, which means that we are moving on to 3 Got to Go. If you don't know what this game is, it's sort of like you have to pick one to leave and 1 gotta go. It's that, but 3 of them. So there's going to be 4 topics, and then 3 of the 4 topics have to be removed from existence. That means you can never encounter it again. You can never, you just can't encounter it again. It's like it never existed. So we are doing foods. So the first one is McDonald's, Wendy's, In-N-Out, and Denny's. Right off the rip, Wendy's, you gotta go. The reason why? Because your logo. Yes, because your logo. I don't trust it. I don't trust your red hair, and I don't trust your smile. It looks satanic. Anyone who pops up with a Wendy's bag at lunch, I think you are a cannibal. Did I even say that right? Did I say that right? Cannibal? You eat people? Yeah, cannibal. And honestly, your fries aren't that great. Compared to the rest of them, your fries are not that great. And if you just said in your soul that In-N-Out fries are garbage, I would like you to send me your address and we will run fades. Because it's that serious. And I need to let you know that you're wrong. So off that, Wendy's is the first to go. Now the next 3 gets a little bit tougher because we have McDonald's, we have In-N-Out, and we have Denny's. So I'm going to let you know off the rip that Denny's is good, but compared to everything else, even though it has the majority of the options here, it's kind of gross. And I say that because we have never seen the back or where they cook the food at Denny's. Like we've seen maybe like a little window, like the little window of like the people in the back, but like we haven't seen them ever cook our food. And so the only way I know how good it is back there is if someone tells me. And a worker who I know has said that they would never eat at Denny's. And I said, why? And they said, because the kitchen is disgusting. And I said, what do you mean? And they said that they reuse like oils, that there's roaches, like all types of crazy shit. And immediately I said, damn. I mean, I'm still going to eat there, but damn. But if it was coming down to Denny's being removed from existence or the other 2 options being removed from existence, you got to go. Because Denny's is the one spot where bad news is released. I know because I've released bad news at a Denny's. When you sit down, nothing is safe. There is no, oh yeah, we'll talk about it later. There's no, let's wait till after lunch. Denny's is a spot where you order your food, and then in the process of them making your food, they gonna tell you that that you got kicked out. You're getting evicted. Like that's the type of news that gets released when you at a Denny's lunch. Yes, the only perk about Denny's is that it is open whenever. It is open at 3 in the morning. It is open at 4 p.m. It is open Christmas. It is open Halloween. Like, it doesn't matter. Denny's is always open. That's the only benefit. But still taking you off, Denny's. You're just not that great to me anymore. So we are down to In-N-Out and McDonald's. I'm gonna say the good things about both. McDonald's signature fries. We know that. The Happy Meal. We know that. The toys inside the Happy Meals, we solid on that. In-N-Out. Got the signature burger. Can't beat it. The fries, but you know what? It's good to me. And you see them cooking. A lot of people don't take that into account, but you can see every single In-N-Out worker cooking your food from start to finish. They handcraft the buns, everything. So, with that, McDonald's, you gotta go. Yes, McDonald's is leaving. The reason why I'm saying McDonald's is leaving is because, one, these motherfuckers low-key be scamming people on these nuggets. They'll put 9 instead of 10. I be counting. Yes, I'm one of those type of people. 2, even though your fries hit, your burgers, they don't really be hitting all the time. Sometimes you guys just microwave it and then just send it out like as if we didn't notice, like you just put it in the microwave. And the workers, yeah, y'all be rude. I remember a time when I pulled into a McDonald's, and I said hello, and they said hello, like where's the hi? How's your day? Where's the deals at? You just said hello back to me as if I'm not supposed to be there, or I'm in the wrong. And In-N-Out, they greet me with a smile. They walk up to your car. They asked me how my day was. They asked me what I got for Christmas. And then they low-key give me a high five at the end. Sometimes it's great. The experience is much better than every other place on this list. I promise you. So with that, I'm picking In-N-Out as my solidified option for food. And it's the cheapest out of everything. You can go there and get a full meal for $7. Sometimes $5. For McDonald's, you will spend $36 for a meal, which is the exact same thing at In-N-Out for $5. Don't at me. I guarantee you. Now, I know In-N-Out has the least amount of options, but if In-N-Out was bad, they would not be here today with only 2 items on the menu. We have a burger and we have fries. We have 2, you can put another burger on your burger and you can put some sauce on your fries. But with those 2 options, they are the only place to have a line. And again, I'm just beating a dead horse at this point because I know some of y'all gonna be coming at me all types of sideways. And you can drop the Addy if it's that serious, because it's nothing to me. We can exchange those. So yeah, that is my answer. And with that is another episode of My Life's a Movie. Yes, I know it is named My Life's a Movie because we're supposed to have crazy stories on here, but I'm also low-key saving it for when I have guests on because I wanted an initial reaction from somebody so I know like my stories really be hitting like that. But Guests are coming soon. So if you want to be on the podcast, you better drop it in the description. You better hit me up on Instagram. Hit me up on Snapchat. Send a pigeon. In any way, shape, or form, just hit me up and I'll let you know if you can be on the podcast. So with that, again, guys, going to check it out. Your most hated podcast ever, My Life's a Movie. And we will see you. I said we. Me and my imaginary friends will see you later. Peace.